So just a brief thought about the fact that we're just rolling into our regular routine now after the retreat. We've been back on a work schedule for a week or so, and getting into the flow of daily work routine. And there's a lot that is kind of happening these days with various projects and rampings up of different things. Got several quote-unquote deadlines that are looming over the next couple of months. And just to watch the energy, the flow of the mind. A number of us are responsible for certain different kinds of projects. Just watching to see the level of engagement that we have with that, and the level of investment we have with our own projects, wanting to make sure that it gets done correctly, and that it all works. And just to keep in mind that it's easy to slip into sort of a bit more of a worldly, goal-oriented, got to get this job done, got to get this task done. It has my name on it. Like I was just talking with Ajahn this morning about the septic cleaning. It's sort of like, I feel like I have some sort of ownership over the septic system. Responsibility for making sure that it gets done on a timely basis. And the more that we identify with certain roles or tasks or projects, the more we get a little bit tunnel vision of the whole way to hold it in a useful, practical way. So always trying to just refresh our minds that it's more than just getting a task done, it's more than just getting something completed, but it's a part of training the mind. And we can learn to look at all of these tasks with a Dharma perspective as well as the worldly perspective of getting the job done. But trying to always keep the perspective of, the wholesomeness of engaging in useful contributions to the monastery, framing it in terms of making merit. The bhikkhus, the Buddha's admonition of, bhikkhus don't underestimate the power of merit. So keeping that always in mind as we're doing it, keeping in mind that our project is part of a whole community effort, and that to watch the tendency towards possession identification with what it is that we are responsible for, and keeping the Dhamma perspective in mind of watching it all, knowing that it needs to be done, committing to doing it and committing to doing a good job, but also realizing that it's a material thing. It's got its own qualities of arising and ceasing, and if we hold on to it, it could create a sense of identity and dukkha, and if we keep it in mind as just the task with the goal of furthering our Dhamma practice, then it becomes much lighter and more joyful. We were talking earlier this morning about a person, a laywoman we used to know who's been a nun at CTTB for as long as I've been a monk, I think, close to it. I knew her in Seattle, and Debbie met her before. Her name was Mi Win Chang. And it just flashed on Ajahn also having just met a Burmese man named Yu Win. And so he made some sort of kind of pithy comment about getting the two of them together to be you and me win. I flashed on that, but thinking that if we keep the Dhamma perspective along with our need to accomplish the task, then we've got a win-win situation.